afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Driving with Steven. And I've been having a lot of time to reflect on my life and things that I've been able to accomplish and just how much it's changed in the last few years. And I was thinking way back to the times when I was a little kid, and I grew up in a family of 5 boys. I was the youngest, and I have wonderful parents. And they taught me to work hard, to have integrity, to make your own way in life, and to just provide for yourself and ultimately for my family. And these were all really great and wonderful things that my parents had instilled into me. And so as I got older and I got married and I started having kids, I tried to focus on having a career. Many of you know I used to be as a heating and air conditioning repairman, and I kept using that mentality and that logic of what I had been taught before to go out and work. And so when I couldn't afford enough money to cover the bills, I just worked harder, and I tried to get that next pay raise, and I tried to do all these different things. And I remember just working like a dog, hardly ever seeing my family because I was always on call, fixing stuff. And I looked down at my hands and I realized one day, just this epiphany hit me, that I can make more wealth with what's in here than I ever could with what's in here. And that shifted something inside of me, and I started behaving differently. I started learning again, as opposed to just doing more. And it was amazing to me to see the offset and the change that it created in my life, to working 16, 18-hour days on a pretty regular basis. I didn't realize I was working that often because it had become so routine. But now that I look back at it, I'm like, I was gone all the time. And I thought that I was doing the world a favor. I was using my talent, my skills to go out there and help and assist people, especially knowing that I lived in Arizona. People were hot. People can die from not being able to cool off their home. And so I always just took that to heart as I was helping those people. And so anyway, I just started pushing forward and shifting and changing and doing things that everybody said is crazy. Steven, why would you give up your 10-year career to go try something new and be an entrepreneur? And you've got a family to take care of. You've got all these things. And I'm not saying to do things stupidly. If you're listening to this thinking, oh, well, I'm going to do what Steven did and I'm going to quit my job and things are going to be amazingly better, I'm not asking you to do that. In fact, there was mistakes I made along the way that I wish I could do things a little differently. However, I decided that life had more to offer, that my mind could produce more than my hands. And as a result, things have changed. My income has more than doubled what it used to be. And yet there was a time in that transitionary period where I was fearful of just making the bills, keeping the lights on. I mean, I literally had to talk to the people at my front doorstep at one point that they had come to turn off my power. And I told them, look, give me till the end of the day, I'll figure it out. And I did, I figured it out. But it was that determination of I was willing to go through that pain and that process to get to a point where things could be better now. I don't know if this information is helpful to any of you out there, but I would ask you to understand that you are an amazing creation, that your life has purpose. Figure out what your passion is. Don't go drudgingly to work every day. Now, if you need to go to work in order to transition to what you really want, then do it. If you've got to go, do a job that you don't like for a time, that's fine, but don't get stuck in the grind thinking this is all I have and this is all I can be. There is so much that you can do with your life. So take that for what it's worth. Guys, we're going to see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.